What is going on, boys and girls, and welcome back to another video. We got a hot little topic today because our sitting president's 2018 Cadillac ATS-V sedan has crossed the auction block and has already been sold. We're going to get into the features of the vehicle because it is a one-of-one Cadillac ATS. We're going to get into the features. We're going to talk about the price, the drop of the hammer price of what it sold. But before we get into that, I want to talk about that at the beginning of this year, Donald Trump's Lamborghini also went through the auction block at the Barrett-Jackson auction. It is a 1997 Lamborghini Diablo, and it was only offered that color. It's called the Blue Le Mans, and is allegedly the only Blue Le Mans offered or built in that year. So it dropped the hammer at a cool $1.1 million. Isn't it nice just to have millions of dollars in the bank account where you could just go and buy Donald Trump's 1997 Lamborghini, just $1.1 million, just own it and say, hey, I got Dr. Trump's $1.1 million Lamborghini. But one lucky owner got the chance of buying the Cadillac ATS-V sedan from our sitting president, and it dropped the hammer at a pretty cool price. We're going to talk about it, but first I want to show you some of the pictures of Donald Trump's Lamborghini, and we're going to get into the pictures of our president's Cadillac ATS. All right, boys and girls, so we could see the picture here, just your typical 1997 Diablo VT Roadster. The vehicle ran January 27 through the Scottsdale, Arizona Barrett-Jackson, and it dropped the hammer at a cool $1.1 million. There's a bunch of pictures going around where you can see this vehicle, but I want to show you this really cool picture where he's here in Miami pumping gas, and look at the gas price, $129, $143, $149 for the 93. And he's in that cool Diablo Roadster, Le Mans blue with the pink shirt. I mean, this guy's doing it. At that time, this guy was doing it at a gas station in Miami Beach. I believe this might be in Collins or in Washington. I've gone to this gas station plenty of times. And he's in his Lamborghini, pink shirt, 1997 blue Le Mans blue Roadster. He's just doing it at that time and age. Well, I think he's still doing it nowadays. But officially 1.1 dropped at the Arizona Scottsdale Barrett-Jackson. How cool is that? But this time around, Joe Biden's 2018 Cadillac ATS-V sedan has crossed the auction block, and it has sold for a very good price, to say the least. So let's look at some of the pictures from his Cadillac, and we're going to talk about some of the features and what is some of the stuff that it brings. All right, boys and girls, so we can see the front end picture here. This is a pretty cool ATS-V sedan. I'm not gonna lie, that front end just looks killer. I've always been a fan of the Cadillac ATS-V. I think the front end is pretty cool, but let's talk about why it makes it a one-of-one. And for starter, the vehicle comes with a 3.6 V6 twin turbo engine backed up with an 8-speed transmission, wrapped up on some 255s 3518s in the front, 275s 3518s in the rear. So the rear is pretty wide. Let me lower down the brightness here. The rear is pretty wide. So what makes this vehicle a one-of-one? We've been going over the article just to make sure that we covered everything on it. So what makes this vehicle one-of-one, it's due to the interior. Let's look at the interior. So when we look at the interior, we see this tan brownish leather seats on it, and if we look closely at the steering wheel, we see that is a pluff or buff. The steering wheel is wrapped on a different material than the original ATS-V comes. Also, if we go back to the engine, we see some carbon fiber parts on the engine, mainly just the top of it. But this vehicle was ordered by him directly to Cadillac, making it the one-of-one with this tan leather brownish interior. Now, if we look at the side picture of it, we see brownish wheels, gold color wheels or whatnot. We obviously see that cool ATS-V look. So this vehicle was owned by him, not now as a sitting president, of course, but when he was a vice president, and he ordered it just for himself with that tan leather interior, 3.6 8-speed transmission, twin turbo. I'm sure this car had a giddy up. I'm sure this car had a pickup when you nail it on it. Big thick wheels on the back make it look pretty cool. So So the interior features like a, from the article that I've been reading, features a black chrome interior, which is the exterior features a black chrome interior, which is like a dealer option to be like removed or whatnot. But it's more to make the Cadillac like a black on black. The badges are blacked out. The moldings are all like, it's completely like blacked out, the whole car. The moldings, it's the black chrome trim is all in there. So it's like a whole black Cadillac. The only thing that the car has had changed from the description or from the history of the vehicle was that the oil pan was changed, and then obviously it's had its maintenance up and down or whatnot. So Cadillac has officially come out and said that this is a one-of-one vehicle just because of that interior and that motor. Let's look at some pictures. So when we look at the back, we could see on the sides that yes, it does have that black chrome exterior where you can see it's blacked out. But when we look at the back, you know, you see the moldings or whatnot. You still got your Cadillac molding on the side, and it's got the 4-exit exhaust. In the back, all we see is the V, which is blacked out, and we see the Cadillac insignia or motto or whatever you want to call it, their emblem, which is a little bit blacked out, but obviously the middle won't be blacked out. When we look at the interior, it's that steering wheel that sets it apart from all the ATS-V that's got like that fluffy or puffy look or whatnot. And you see the leather there. The leather is actually pretty cool because it's in the front and in the back. Actually, I think this is a pretty cool add-on that he did to it. The car only has 15,894 miles. With the V6 twin turbo, you can see some of the carbon fiber here on the images on the side. And what is the drop hammer, or what is the price that the hammer dropped for this cool ATS-V? And this price was nonetheless under $100,000 at 77. I apologize, guys, the battery cut off. So the car dropped the hammer at under $100,000, $77,776. You could have had one more dollar and it would have been 77, 77, 77, 77, 77, 7. And it sold February 21st, 2024. So how cool is that for somebody who was able to buy the Vice President ATS-V, one-of-one, made just for him? And how cool was it just to have millions of dollars in the bank account to buy Donald Trump's 97 Lamborghini Diablo Le Mans Blue? Anyways, what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'll see you guys in the next one. Subscribe, leave a thumbs up. Your boy is out.